What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. Today we are doing another speed rebuild on Madden 22, and today, of course, it's a team that we, should know, I suppose, right? If you at least watch the channel, you should know the Dolphins by now. It is a team that, unfortunately, I don't know, maybe division rivals were rooting against them, or maybe you have some grudge against the Dolphins, but I feel like we were all kind of rooting for them, right? Like, they had such a terrible start. And we were like, okay, we thought, we had low expectations for you, but goddamn, but then they turned it around in spectacular fashion. I believe even record-breaking fashion. I don't think any team has ever, I think it was 0-7, turned 7-7 or something like that, 8-7. I don't know what it was exactly, but absolutely nuts turnaround. Tua was looking really good for a while, and then, everything just came crashing down, simply put. But the importance of this is that it's a speed rebuild, so real life really kind of doesn't even matter here. So we're going to be trading off any player that we think has value, or in a way, I suppose, just our vision for the team. It's not always going to be perfect because obviously we do try to just not trade for the exact same players every single time, and it actually works out pretty well. So it's a weird little series because, once again, we don't absolutely do every single thing we can to win because, if we did, we would have the same exact moves every time. But we do add players that fit the team as well as possible, and we add new names all the time. So it's really impressive what we do. I'm just gonna tip our hat off to ourselves. They're like, yeah, some of you guys that are watch pretty much all of these are like, yeah, you really change up all the names, right? Except for the fact that a lot of them have repeats. Holland, he's playing really well in real life, but I still might trade him. We'll see. Safety is not the hardest position to get. It's also not the most important position in Madden, it seems. You have Rowe, you have McCourty, you could just play them. Since this is a one-year thing anyways, defensively, could maybe trade Howard off for some lower corner with some other player added on, perhaps. But yeah, there's a little bit of youth here, obviously, and there's a little bit of value on top of that. So we're definitely going to try whatever we can to get better players. But, we've had a tougher situation. It just comes down to, do we make the right moves at the right time? Of course, we will get 10 minutes since this team is under 80 overall or lower. But we're going to be getting 12 because obviously you know by now that a lot of things don't work in Madden. And one of those things is the trading, where if you try to make multiple trades in the same window, your player right here, the draft picks, whatever you're trying to trade, sometimes just don't show up. And it's very unfortunate. But, we get a couple of minutes extra because of that. So 12 minutes will be the time to make whatever trade we need to make to hopefully make this a Super Bowl team. We've done several Super Bowl successes, some not so great, but I'm pretty sure every single one has at least made the playoffs, and a lot of them have been teams that just aren't even close to the playoffs. So, a little bit of trade manipulation of the game, but a lot of moving value around as well. There is a chance we could maybe add a guy like Russell Wilson to the squad. His overall actually did drop a decent bit lately. It's a little harsh on him. It's not the most, what is it called? The clear-cut rust season. A lot of things happened to the Seahawks and specifically him this year. So, and by a lot of things happened to the Seahawks, they just refused for pretty much the entirety of his career to grab offensive linemen. Just simply put, the only move they ever made was Jimmy Graham and Unger. But actually, no, it wasn't. They actually lost Unger, didn't they? Yeah, they actually, I forgot, they were the ones that had Unger. That was a super L. What the hell are they doing, dude? Oh my god. I honestly feel like that's the trade that made it where nobody trades for tight ends. It's just why. But, all right, enough of that. 12 minutes on the clock. The heater just turned on, so that'll be in the background. Sweet. But 3, 2, 1, and go. Of course, the thing we wanted to do, screw it, we'll put on Howard, is go for Russell. If these two aren't enough for Russell, the pick and Howard, I don't really think you can get them. Ooh, maybe, actually. That's a lot to ask for, though. Is Russell that good? Tua was just literally nothing, so draft picks, they actually won't take this trade. That is crazy. That is crazy. Now, I'm not saying in real life they would, but in the game, I'm a little surprised. I'll be honest. Let's see what we can get with these running backs. The Titans. I've never went for Derrick Henry. I imagine he's untradeable, though. All right, fair enough. Kevin Byard. We don't need a safety, but we could, move things around, try to get value. Simmons, a DT, would actually be pretty big for this team. Simmons is doable. What about A.J. Brown? Kind of doable. Tannehill, he's kind of old, right? I mean, we need a quarterback. Tannehill's not perfect. But if we can get Tannehill, I mean, it'd be an improvement. Pick 7 this year is not even going to be enough either. It's a lot, but it is a quarterback. It is a very high overall quarterback. I mean, this is kind of taking a long time here, game. If you don't mind just, maybe approving anything here. Just throwing anything. I don't want to get rid of whatever. I'll throw 2 in there. Really? Are they for real? This would be like a huge win for Tennessee. I'm actually like, I can't. We have no trades and 2 minutes is gone. Like, this is... We're out of our element here. What's happening? And Malcolm Brown's worth nothing. So is Philip Lindsay, I'd imagine. I can't remember. Was he one of the guys? Yeah, he did have a little bit of value. A sliver bit of value. Amari, maybe? I don't know why they would want to trade Amari. CeeDee Lamb is actually probably tradable. Damn, CeeDee Lamb, what overall are you? Like 12? We don't need Diggs. What the hell am I doing? Oh, we can get him, though. We don't need Diggs, but I want him. It's kind of like a sneaky little deal. Can use that to trade Howard. Oh, come on, dude. Give me something here. Actually, I was going to take that off and grab Lawrence instead of Diggs, but it's okay because Diggs is a very good player. I'm a little surprised they actually gave him up that easily. I know we gave up a first round or whatever, but... Wait, did we trade Tua, actually? Okay, that wasn't Tua, so I'm really surprised that they actually took that. Okay, I mean, that's... We could really probably just get away with the 2 wide receivers there. We'll see. We'll debate it. Pass rusher. Definitely a need. Brian Burns is a guy we do go for quite a bit. Raiders. Did we ever go for Max Crosby? I feel like we have. The Titans. Once again, A.J. Brown. Is that even the name I want to do? Taylor Lewan, Rashawn Evans. I mean, I would do that, but... Man, that's a lot to ask for. 7? Simmons, A.J. Brown. That's still, like, in favor of them by a lot. Pick 7 is a lot of value, but I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't very good, but it wasn't that bad. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking of trading CeeDee Lamb, and I forgot to back out. 8 minutes left. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it definitely could have been worse. Nah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty unfavorable. If I remember what we traded, I might try to trade after the draft is, or the timer's up, and see what we actually did give up there, and kind of be like, okay, yeah, we sold. Coleman we'll keep because he has no value. We'll see if these guys have value. Might be able to make a massive trade here. The Falcons, wasn't that not the Falcons? The Eagles. The Eagles and the Jets. Eagles, Jets, Lions, Raiders. We don't need Darren Waller, but I mean, I'm trying to think of what other value there is, and I don't see it. I would do that. Really, I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. Jacobs is not even that good in game. What the hell? Derek Carr. They're not going to take that, though. This seems a little, like, dumb. But maybe I'm just thinking of Madden terms. Like, in Madden, Howard is super valuable. But for some reason, there does not value in it. I don't understand what this is. Derek Carr is obviously great. Let's honestly just go for Derek Carr. So I oversold there already because I should have just kept Derek Carr on the list. Derek Carr for something. What am I honestly? We're just selling. Solomon Kinley, really? I thought maybe there would have been some offer there. Pick 7 is too much on its own, I think. But maybe not to the game. Jacobs and Carr for pick 7. Okay, we at least have our boundary or our basis. Tua is worth nothing to them. Just straight up forget Max Crosby. Okay, I don't know how much that was worth, but that would have probably given Howard like a valuation of about pick 13, I'd imagine. So I don't think that was that bad. I think the Titans trade was way worse, but we also have no first-round picks anymore. Do have Derek Carr. Don't need a running back. Could use a trade of a wide receiver. So this is another big-time trade, and I would probably like to get edge rusher here. So I'm going to trade Van Ginkel if I can. 6 minutes left. We sold a little bit, but we're okay. Myles Garrett, maybe. No. Clowney and a lineman. Denzel Ward, we have the corner, so this would be a lot to ask, but if they did it, I would obviously do it. Wyatt Teller? Tua, though. I mean, we might be able to do this. Like, Tua's not really valuable. Once again, for some reason, nobody wants him. Like, I mean, look at the difference. They have Tua valued as a third round next year. Oh, that hurts a lot because that's doable. I hate when it's that doable. Like, just, like, don't even give me the freaking time of day. Instead of, who the hell did we even have on our list there? Is that CeeDee Lamb? They'd rather have a third next year than... No, it wasn't CeeDee Lamb. Who the hell was it? I don't know who it was, but they'd rather have this than whatever that was. I will take that. That's a big win. We get an offensive lineman. We get Clowney. Oh, yeah, it was Van Ginkel. Okay, yeah, I would actually agree with the Browns there. I'd rather have a second-round pick next year than Van Ginkel, obviously. Our overalls are a little low here, but I'm okay with it. Middle linebacker we can deal with. Phillips we can deal with if we have to. Noah Igbenogany might as well get something. Holland's probably worth a lot, right? No? Really? Chiefs? What the hell would we get off the Chiefs? Tyrann Mathieu, Joe Tooney. Could get a bunch of linemen off the Chiefs. Let's see how many linemen we can get off the Chiefs without Holland. Any? Maybe. This is, like I said with those Chiefs, very good team. Noah's kind of like, what do you guys want? I wish I had more of those draft picks because we'd easily be able to knock this out. We had an extra third, we'd probably be able to knock it out. Right guard? Do you guys not realize what you're giving me here? I would absolutely trade you whatever. Already got Van Ginkel on the list. It feels like we're so close, yet so far away here. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. Actually, I know what to do. We'll take off the left tackle. All right, just kind of, wanted to see the value. We only have like 3 minutes left, so we are kind of selling, but we are getting 2 more linemen here. Really? Oh, it's probably Creed, actually. They probably value Creed because he's like literally a rookie. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that, though, because Creed's a center, Orlando's a tackle. I thought they would have maybe valued the tackle a little bit more, but fair enough. Now I think I want to readjust the line a little bit because we have 3 linemen now, so we can replace a few. So Eichenberg, I don't want. Greg Little, I don't want. We'll keep these 2. Kinley at least is a star, so we can keep that squad if we have to. Ogba, we have the edge kind of, quote-unquote set. So if we can go for like an old safety, that would be kind of clutch. The Chiefs, kind of have an old safety, not really. Let's go with the Eagles, actually. Just trade Igbenogany for another lineman. Slay and a lineman, maybe? Jordan Mailata. I don't think they're going to give up that, but is it Slay or is it Mailata? Because Slay usually is worth nothing. So I'm not really sure who is who. Like 1 for 1? So maybe Slay actually has value in the game now, which he probably should. I'd actually rather, it's 2 minutes left, though, so I am kind of selling anything. Oh, so Noah Igbenogany is a liar. The Jets could use another DT, I suppose. Quentin Williams. Who was it that was valueless to this? Oh, Marcus May. Marcus May and John Franklin Myers with something. Yeah, something. Do we still have Tua? We have Tua still. We cannot keep him. We absolutely cannot keep him. 145. Okay, apparently I don't know why they have so much value there, but they do. 130, we are absolutely selling. There's got to be a position I'm completely missing as well. We could definitely improve the offensive line. So Tua, DT. There's got to be an extra DT now. Rayshawn, whatever, Raekwon. We have a lot of players on this defensive line, don't we? Tua's got to be green somewhere. Lions, Detroit Lions, Frank Ragnow, and Sewell. I mean, Sewell's really good, but really, I'm a little surprised by that. Really? These two just for Frank, and they won't even do it. A quarterback that's young with... maybe Tua is not star anymore, actually. No, he was star, wasn't he? There's no way this is actually, like, the case. Am I losing my mind? Why is Frank worth so much? Hello? What? Am I losing my mind? I could be. Like, that's more doable. I mean, at this rate, we've sold so much, I pretty much just have to take something. Jeremy Chin and Thompson, that'll go. He's kind of know when value works, but 20 seconds left. Yeah, this is kind of a sell, but it could have been worse, I suppose. Look how much time it goes. Just trying to get to the freaking list. There's probably something we're leaving on the board. Baker. So it might be a little bit of a cheat, but I'm going to quickly grab one team that's green. I'm going to go for one player, and that's all I get. I sold a little bit. My brain went. I'm not sure why I chose the Texans of all teams. What am I doing? Nah, I'm not going to. We screw it. So this is what the trade would have been without the wide receivers. I imagine that means we probably could have kept Fuller. Yeah, so we offered a little too much. A little too much, but it is what it is. And I mean, it wasn't the worst trade in the world. So we probably could have gotten an extra third. I thought we gave up like miles of, I don't know why okay. I don't know what the overall is, but once again, I feel like we dropped the ball a little bit. We're an 85 overall. Waddle is a superstar, I'd imagine, right? I'd imagine he's still a superstar dev, which, if that's the case, he probably should develop decently fast. Let's see. Jesus, taking long enough game. Superstar dev, so, I mean, I think it's a good decision to keep him. A.J. Brown's a good, wide receiver. Derek Carr sticks it out with Jacobs. Receiver, or tight end anyways, didn't need to change that either. O-line, we got 3 new offensive linemen. Tooney, Orlando Brown, and Batonio, that we kept the interior there. Not really even interior, but we kept them anyways. Looking at the defense, we had so many safeties that I actually had to put Marcus May at corner, which, I mean, he was the best to play number 3 corner, is the most value we got out of him, I suppose. Linebackers are better. D-line's not much better, but the DT spot is vastly improved, so that is obviously a huge addition. We obviously went with the 4-3 defense straight up. What are Diggs' abilities? Nothing? Okay, I'd imagine they probably gave him... not that, I doubt. Tip drill, maybe? On the ball with that now. I'd say either flat zone or tip drill, right? I don't know. Not that it really matters, but yeah, let's go into it. See if we actually did sell or not. Once again, I felt like we sold. I don't know if we have though. Okay, maybe we didn't sell. 14-3. Russell Wilson did play pretty well. I wish we would have gotten him, but I suppose Derek Carr got the job done. Patriots, Bills. So who did we lose to? Look at that. I mean, that's a hell of a start. What was that, like 11-0, 13, 12-0 maybe? Panthers lost, the Saints and the Patriots. Kind of sucks we lost most of ours near the end, because if momentum's actually a thing, we're sure as hell about to not have a whole lot of it. Jalen Waddle had a pretty good year. Derek Carr had a great year. Rushing was pretty damn good. Gesicki was very solid. A.J. Brown was okay, not super great. O-line, pretty damn good, actually. Defensively, Clowney was a huge trade piece as he had 19.5 sacks. On the other side was Og, but he played really poorly. Jalen Phillips was kind of just a backup. I don't know how much he actually played. How many snaps? 470. I mean, that's not great, but it could have been worse. Fair enough. Let's take a look at picks. Trayvon Diggs with 4. I mean, obviously we downgraded some spots, but because we did that, we upgraded in others. Obviously, Tom Brady wins MVP. Would we have had anything? Clowney, yeah, that makes sense. Anything else? Waddle and Clowney kind of just taking some awards here. But a bye week, right? I think. No, it wasn't a bye week. 14-3 was not a bye week. Damn Chiefs. That's pretty much the only team you would expect, right? The Titans still made the playoffs, though. A little surprising. They lost a lot of key names in there. Rashaan Evans, A.J. Brown, Jeffrey Simmons. Those are huge names for the Titans, but I suppose you keep the running game intact for the most part, outside of, A.J. Brown with the blocking. But 3-0, 3-all, 10-0, 10-3. I don't think you lose points. 20-6. Start of the second half, 22-6. Safety must have happened in there. That's kind of how it works. And Tennessee's really struggling to score, which you could definitely tell. You get off to a really big lead against. They almost came back, though. You get off to a pretty big lead against Tennessee, and it makes sense that they struggle to come back because you can't really just run your way back into the game. Derek Carr was okay. At least he didn't throw a pick, I suppose. But, yeah, not great. Jacobs outperformed Henry. Receiving, Will Fuller with 82 yards, 82 for Waddle, 90 for Parker. Of course, the players that, the other team lost, and we gave up and all that, they all played well against each other, right? 2 sacks for Simmons. Rashaan Evans with the pick. What are the chances of that? It's crazy. And, for Parker and Fuller, I get it, right? Because those are, starting wide receivers on their team. I know Evans and all that starters for us too, but it's not as easy to get 2 sacks in a game against your old team and a pick, for Rashaan. It's a little surprising, but obviously that's super clutch. It's freaking OP as hell, actually. Bills, 3-14, we mentioned in our Bills rebuild as well. It's pretty stupid that the Bills are just so hot and cold in the game. 3 freaking wins for the Bills. How? Allen's an X factor. Is Devin Singletary that bad in Sim? Really? But, of course, the Browns, a team we stole player off of as well. I can't remember if we gave more than we got, though. We took Batonio and Clowney, and who did we get rid of? Was it Howard? Might have been Xavier Howard, which actually, if that was the case, you can almost debate, at least in Madden sense, I would rather have Howard, and that's, especially with Denzel Ward, but obviously that doesn't matter here as they got smoked. Holy crap. They got destroyed. It wasn't even close. 4 touchdowns and 1 pick for Derek. Jacobs was really bad in that game, though. Who did we get rid of? It must have been Howard. Was it? A couple of sacks. Nothing crazy. If it was, I don't freaking see him anywhere. So many matches, though. Got to play the Chiefs now because we didn't get the bye week because of them. 84 overall Chiefs. We're in 87. We are a very good team, so 45 points against the Browns, that's pretty tough. Chiefs defense isn't that great either, and if we lose this, it'll be the Buccaneers versus the Chiefs, so obviously, clearly, the entire football world would be voting for us to win outside of maybe once again, the division rivals. But 17-7, offense is looking very talented. Don't know what it is. For some reason, I just feel like having Waddle makes this team one of the best in the league. It's just crazy. 38-7. 45-7. 48-7. Like I said, I felt like we were iffy in this rebuild, or speed rebuild, the trade, some of them. But somehow this has become debatably our best team, success-wise. It is not often that you smoke the Chiefs like this. And yet, that's exactly what we did. Sack totals, Ogba finally showed up. Picks, we got a bunch of them. Like I said, that is probably the least amount of points we've ever allowed the Chiefs to score in any sort of situation ever. And once again, against the Buccaneers, if we lose this, I'd be very surprised. Of course, the game does kind of have those built-in players, especially, 87 overall, so it's, fair enough. But it feels like they do have those built-in player predictions, Tom Brady is super likely to always go to a Super Bowl, so, the game not wanting to lose to the Dolphins might just be we'll just give it to the Buccaneers, but it'd be a little surprising to lose, considering the points we were able to put up in the last 2 games and limit as well. This team just seems too goated to lose here. But as you can see, halftime, we're going to be down by 7. All the way down the field, only gained 3. Huge drive. We gain the tie, but I think the Buccaneers have it, don't they? Yeah, we lose. Damn. Still an extreme success. And like I already said, yeah, no. But like I already said, I mean, you kind of feel like they do kind of have the built-in predictions. So it really wasn't about what team they think was better of these two, but more or less, you know, what would you rather live with? The Buccaneers winning a Super Bowl in Sim or the Dolphins, you know? So, I mean, I don't know if that's how it actually works. Both teams were the same overall. The Buccaneers had better players at some spots. We had better players at others. So it is what it is. It was still a success, obviously. You know, going against the Chiefs the way we did and the Browns the way we did, to beat them the way we did, it really did feel like this was the best team we've ever had for a speed rebuild. But because we didn't win the Super Bowl, technically that can't be the case, right? Which is really unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, we didn't have the best players technically, but they sure as hell played like it. Waddle was really good. Carr obviously went to superstar. A.J. Brown was decent enough. Gesicki was actually really surprisingly good. Defensively, we had a lot of dev-ups. We had like 3 or 4 dev-ups, which is really impressive. But yeah, the team was pretty good. It just wasn't good enough. There were a lot of like not great names in here as well. We had a couple of lower overalls starting at certain spots, and some positions we didn't replace and probably should have. But overall, it was a success. We probably left a little bit on the board for trades. You know, could have traded Jalen Phillips, maybe some of the backup safeties. Well, not even backups. Marcus May is a corner, and yeah, he's supposed to be a safety. So it is what it is, though. I still like the way it turned out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any rebuild challenge ideas in the future for us to do, let me know. Any ideas at all, let me know. I'd potentially be willing to do them. Blast in the past, player ideas, you know, career resims, you know, some experiment, some weird one that I know some random creator probably already did, and I'll forget, and not forget, because obviously I wouldn't be able to know, but I'll look it up and be like, oh, great. Super original, huh? But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays, and then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for stream. Should be another video a little bit later today. I'm not sure when this is coming up, but it's either Monday or Tuesday, so, you know, that is what it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But now it's not Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. But until next video, see ya!